talk about businesses here on this show and how businesses are truly struggling post-pandemic. You know, when you think about it, so many businesses are literally going to the wall. This is because now there's so many problems with any business. None more so, really, than the world of entertainment. As we told you recently, they seemingly want to change things themselves and lose whatever customers they've got less. Genderless toilets, for one, that sort of stuff. But it's over in New York on the Great White Way, as they call it, Broadway, where things are looking really precarious, though are very concerned about the future over on Broadway, particularly after this groundbreaking news. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. Nice to see you. I hope you're well. And as ever, keep safe. Very windy, as you can see here today. I know the barnet's flying everywhere, isn't it? It's terrible, though, isn't it? You come out and think, no, I can't get a hat on. No, I forgot my brolly. You know what it's like. There's too many things, isn't there, to remember. On a more positive note, though, if you think back 35 years plus now, Phantom of the Opera opened over here in the United Kingdom, in the very heart of London, to great success, with the brilliant Michael Crawford and the equally talented Sarah Brightman. But now, as I say, 35 years plus, it's now decided to close on Broadway. Very sad news, in fact, because it's one of Andrew Lloyd Webber's greatest hits, if not his biggest hit. It's created so much work for so many actors, backstage people, carpenters, musicians. You know, it's literally been a thriving industry. But why after 35 years has Phantom of the Opera decided to close? Well, according to the good Lord himself, it wasn't exactly his choice, but they saw a drop in bookings over a certain period. But he admitted that in more recent months, younger people have decided to come back and embrace the show. Of course, Andrew's busy with a brand new show over on Broadway, Bad Cinderella. There was a version of it over here in London that didn't do particularly well. But now, of course, a lot of insiders on Broadway are very concerned at the fact that if a huge, big show like Phantom of the Opera, although it's been running for so many years, can close, what's the future moving forward? Now, what's interesting, as we found over here in London, smaller venues are doing incredibly well. Lesser star names, more jukebox musicals, that sort of things. Time do change. But also the bottom line is, with a huge cost of living crisis, who can truly afford a night at the theatre, unless it's a special treat? Let's also not forget that many of the theatres over here, and particularly orchestras, have been slimmed down, sets have been put back to touring production standards, and the glitz and glamour that so many of us have enjoyed on, say, a first night on Broadway, or indeed out in London's West End, is simply not there right now. But seriously, right now on Broadway, and in particular over here in the West End, there are rumours abound that this could start very much the ball rolling on other shows, relooking at exactly how profitable they remain. And more importantly, will the dedicated fan base keep coming back and back? I'd love to know about this particular report from comments from you, obviously. Do you return to your favourite shows, or is it a one-off treat? Or do shows like Phantom of the Opera really have had their run after 35 years? Is it time to move out and let some new, trendier, flashier books take over Broadway and London's West End? As ever, let me know what you think in the comments below. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.